Hey guys, this is my second video number 2, and I am going to talk about boys because I think that's a really huge part of me, and ow, that really hurt. Just people's constant need for attention from the opposite sex. And I know some people are going to be sitting out there going, oh, you know, I don't need that reassurance. And I know there are some people that are like that, but personally for me, I feel the need for that constant male reassurance. I'm not talking about sex or anything like that kind of sexual connection. I'm just talking about male reassurance. Because I can have a girlfriend and a guy friend, and I can be having a crappy day, and if the girlfriend says, you look great, don't worry about it, you know, don't be stupid, you look gorgeous, I'll feel a little better, but in comparison to if a guy said it to me, I feel a lot better. And I can't really explain why that is, because I think girls, like girlfriends, are fabulous, they're great, but I connect more with guys, even just talking to them, and I'm not quite sure why that is. Maybe it's because I have a better connection with my dad and I can talk to him more than my mom, or, you know, I'm not sure, but I think I'm also a bit of a commitment phobe. Like, I've only been in 2 really serious relationships, and I've been the one to break it off, and I'm wondering if it's that I'm a commitment phobe or that I do need the constant support and I take that the wrong way and get into the relationship in the first place. And if so, does that make me a bad person? Because it's always happening. And then how do you tell the difference? How do you tell the difference between being reassured by a guy and liking them? And I don't want that physical or sexual connection, but I like guys to hug me. I like hugs. I even like hugs from girls, but there are some people I don't want hugs from. Don't ask me why, it just happens. But I do think sex has become too big of a part of normal life, especially in high school and with teenagers and preteens and tweens and whatever you call them nowadays. Cut me off. Anyway, I want to make a reference to Jackie, Filthy Whore on YouTube. She has a video where she says, why can't people just make out anymore? And that be a big deal. Because I remember I was in grade 8 and it was a huge deal when one of the coolest girls French kissed a guy. And nowadays, in grade 5, there's people going around talking about getting blowjobs and stuff, and I don't get it. I would, frankly, much rather, instead of having sex with somebody, especially because I'm not in a serious relationship, and I'm not, you know, older, or I'm not going to say I'm really mature, because clearly I'm not, but I would rather make out, frankly. And she's right. Why can't people just make out anymore? And I think it's all about perception. The way people perceive media nowadays, they conform and they have to be cool. And I always fall into the same basic rhythm of things, which is conforming, and I don't want to, but it happens. And I know I've been rambling like crazy, but that's what happens when I rant, so, yeah. I just think that I might be looking for something that's too perfect and story-ish, like fairy tale, you know what I mean? But how do you know? I'm going to make a reference actually to Ever After, if you've seen that. There's a scene where the prince is talking to Da Vinci, and he's like, how do you know if the one person is the one person? And if she dies, then anyway, watch the scene, because I can't do it as good as he does. And it's even confusing with him. But pretty much, this whole one person and soulmate gets so confusing for me. And I'm always worried that I'm going to be throwing away the one chance I have at, you know, that right guy. But what if there's a bunch of right guys? Or pretty much I'm really confused, if you can't tell by now. So that's that. And yeah. Boys really confuse me. If they confuse you too, then tell me. If you can explain them, super. I'll love you forever. But yeah, that's that.